back to another episode of the Remote No Pressure Podcast. Bill, it's great to see you.
Hey, it's great to be back.
You know, sometimes I love talking to people.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked to some great people here on the podcast.
Yeah, we have.
And
Well, mostly you have. I've sat in the back of the room and just listened to you talk.
But it's true. But you know, you're still talking.
I'm shy, you know.
Before and after.
Yeah.
Or even like speaking, look, here's the deal. So we're here recording and my kids have a BB gun and I think they're trying to shoot each other with it.
Is that an apple on his head?
No. It's one of those Red Riders.
Put your eye out.
Yeah. Oh, my other son does not have it on, but he does have his shoes on in the mud here at the ranch. Yeah, I live in a cornfield. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
You know, putting the kids out to pasture every once in a while. You know, so. But anyways, we talked to some awesome people.
Yeah, we have.
And you know, it seems like you know, with podcasting, they're all the same format.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you come in, we do an intro, we do an interview,
Crack some jokes.
crack a few jokes, do an interview, and then a word from our sponsors,
Yep.
Sandhill Coffee and Deli Fresh Design.
Yep.
And then continue on with the rest of the interview.
Yep.
And then there's a
little recap at the end.
little recap at the end, an outro.
That's right.
And a lot of podcasts follow that particular format.
Are they like copying us? Do we need to talk to some lawyers? Is that what you're saying?
I don't believe it's our personal intellectual property.
Okay.
The format.
Are we trendsetters? Is that what you're saying?
Are we trends? No, but like today we're doing a little different. We don't have an interview this time. It's just me, Wylde, Bill, and every once in a while my random children yelling in the background. So, but yeah, so we're just hanging out. Now, Bill, you recently caught a fish.
I did. A couple of fish.
Yeah, what happened?
Fish. Well, I talked a little bit last week. I was on my my kayak.
Okay.
Out in the Yankee Springs area. If anybody's from the Michigan region and know the region between Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo, there's like a little Yankee Springs recreational area near the casino. You know what I'm talking about. And took the kayak out there. And
so when it's near a casino, can you go fishing and then catch Darius Rucker on your way home? Blowfish?
I just peeked out the microphone there. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he even big enough to play that casino?
I don't know. No. I think he is. I think he's bigger than Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, wow.
Or like some other. Have you noticed that a lot? Like these really cool 90s bands are touring the casinos now?
Like Billy Ray Cyrus. You remember old Billy Ray Cyrus?
Billy Ray Cyrus. Now, we both worked at a church at one time.
Yep.
Where he came in and sang.
He called me Chief.
He did? Hey, Chief. Did he really call you Chief?
A little more of my wedges here, Chief.
He said that?
Yeah, he did.
A little more in my wedges.
I was doing
here, Chief.
He did a concert on a Saturday night after our service, and yep.
But he wasn't doing. Tim McGraw did the song "Indian Outlaw."
Yeah. Yep.
Half Cherokee and Choco.
Back in these days, Billy Ray Cyrus was a bit more wholesome. He's promoting a Christian album. Now, I don't believe he'd be singing any of those songs off that album these days.
No, because he like converted to Christianity, right? Or was always like that?
He was always supposed to be like that, he said, but
I
think with his daughter going a little nuts, I think he did too.
Really?
There was like an Achy Breaky Heart too that's like about badonkadonks and like
are you serious?
rap and crazy, yeah.
Can you have both? Can both rap and country
coexist?
Can they?
Ask Kid Rock.
Good point.
Yeah. He's kind of a classic rock though, I would say too. But his early 90s stuff, that was like straight up rap, you know?
It was hardcore.
Then it got into the late 90s, and you remember the Ba with the Ba stuff. And
yeah,
he started going a little more mainstream.
Yeah, and then he did the Sweet Home Alabama song.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
That was a good tune.
So I guess rap and country can potentially coexist.
There are some country rap songs too, I want to say. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't listen to the country anymore.
You don't listen to country anymore, Bill?
I used to in the 90s. I was a country.
Were you really?
Yep, because when I would ride with my folks before I could drive, that's all we listened to in the car.
Like who? Garth Brooks?
Oh yeah, and like the old school outlaw stuff too. Like I love Johnny Cash still.
Your parents listened to the Outlaws of Country like Johnny Cash?
Whatever was playing on the radio station up north on WTCM out of Traverse City.
WTCM, Traverse City. Really?
Yeah.
See, my mom sang, and I think I've talked about this before. I when I was a real little kid before my parents split in the 80s, we lived in a small town in deep East Texas called St. Augustine, Texas.
Now, when you say deep, what do you mean by deep?
Like, it was a very odd place, very off the grid.
Well, those are the days before internet too.
Oh
so.
yeah, we didn't even have a McDonald's around.
Whoa.
I think there's one now, but when we were growing up, that was like a Dairy Queen. You know.
Isn't that funny how those will pop into towns first and then they go out and then a McDonald's will come in?
Yeah, we always had a Dairy Queen. Well, we had, I think I don't know if I've told the story on the podcast before, but we had a funeral home in town. There were 2 funeral homes.
Well, they're guaranteed business eventually.
I guaranteed. And there were 2 funeral homes.
Yeah.
And we won't talk about why there were 2.
People are dying to get in. Sorry.
But my mom was like the country singer in town.
Yeah.
The gospel singer. She didn't sing country. She sang, or they called it country and western. It wasn't country. It was country and western music.
Yep.
So my mom was like the gospel singer. And so she would go to the funeral home and sing country and gospel music, country gospel music
Wow.
for all the funerals. And everyone smoked back then.
I'll Fly Away. You remember that song?
all kind but there's also some from like this band called the Imperials. A lot of people don't know them. Or like the Hensons, like these old school
Mbop.
No, not Hanson. No, but my mom sang at all those funerals, and everyone smoked. You know,
In the funeral home?
and because this is
It was
stressful
a
time,
different era.
dude. And we had those solid glass cigarette ashtrays that were like 3 inches thick.
Yep.
And the guys wore those big glasses that were kind of faded a little bit. Coca-Cola Classic, maybe some peanuts or something.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom would sing these old songs, you know. But
Everyone smoked in those days too, didn't they?
everyone smoked. My question is, do you think one day sugar will be as bad as tobacco is looked at?
Wow. That's a good question. I think it's looking kind of that way, in my opinion. I mean, like you're always gonna have the people who I'm gonna put real sugar in my cookies,
Right.
or in my coffee. But with the health trends and how bad sugar is appearing for you, I don't want to say is for you because wait 5 years and it'll be
Healthy.
It'll be the next health trend. We're gonna go on a sugar fast.
We're going to go on a nothing but sugar diet. No, but that's just how it was back then.
Yeah.
Everyone smoked, and it was just a different time. But I suppose country and rap could coexist.
What's after that? What's the next trend? Do you remember rap metal? Like of course we talked about Kid Rock, but like Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, Bizkit.
What else was there back in the day?
Beastie Boys had a lot of that.
They were trendsetters though.
Beastie Boys were bad to the phone. I was just listening to the other day, and I showed my son, my 9-year-old, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I was like, hope he's not listening to the words.
Don't tell your mother.
Don't tell your mom. He comes home, no sleep.
Mom, what's a brass monkey?
That was a song that came out after that, and I'm like, oh crap. It's like, how about some of this Christian music?
But the old Sabotage. I mean, that song is just that'll get stuck in your head. That'll just stay there all weekend, you know?
Oh my gosh. Now here's a question for you. And speaking of trendsetters, let's talk about this for a minute.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to the fly fishing thing, but let's talk about this. Is the day of social media influencers over?
I think we're finally on that trend.
Yeah.
Because I was at a conference last fall down in North Carolina.
Okay.
And it was a big pastor in front of thousands of people, and he posted a pic onto his Instagram, and his title was like, Instagram is the devil. He was just playing with it and posted it, and by the end of his talk at this conference, he had like 15,000 likes and just tons of comments. And he was also saying like he has a flip phone bought. He's like on the verge of like getting rid of his iPhone, getting rid of social media. And this is like a trend-setting mega church pastor.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
We don't really update our Instagram as much as we should because we're living life.
Yeah.
We have, I have kids and like we're going fishing, we're doing things.
Yeah.
And, I shared that article with you and we can share it on our Facebook about the
slacker generation.
The slacker generation.
Yep.
Remember when Nirvana came out?
Yep.
He didn't give a crap about anybody. Anything. He's a slacker.
Yep.
And
that no good for nothing.
That article I sent you, what'd you think about that?
That was good. There's a lot of good points. Yeah, it threw me back to the 90s.
Right, because you had like Gordon Gekko, Greed is Good from the 80s, and like that was like, oh man, we're going to do cool things. And then you had this guy out of Seattle, and these grunge bands like, I don't really care what you do. And those became the cool guys.
Yep.
Well, we've had this like social media like engagement and crap, and like my life's better than yours. I'm achieving life and
keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind it out. I gotta grind. Grind is good. And then
did you say Grinder's good?
Do you use Grinder?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you use Grinder. Checked it. It said there's a Grinder and 0.00 miles from me. What? That's you. That's you.
Shows he's in my house. This is so weird.
That's so odd. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. No, but like this, like there's this one guy that I'm not gonna say his name, but he's all about like grinding it out. Not grindering it out. God, I can't even talk about him anymore. It's like, work hard, pay your dues. You'll get there. You better get there. And it's like, dude, at what point are you there? At what point?
When have you arrived?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm just really, I don't like social media. And I've said that before on here.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's bad for business because I'm not as engaged.
We could just hire some Russians.
Yeah, they can influence elections. Why can't they influence people to buy fly fishing gear?
Exactly.
Maybe set up a dossier. Urinate.
Whoa.
On some beds.
Where'd that one come from?
The dossier. The Donald Trump dossier.
I didn't even look into what was in it. Was that one of the things?
Yeah.
Did Donald Trump pee on some beds?
No, some prostitutes from Russia allegedly peed on the bed where Obama stayed.
Where Obama stayed?
Yeah.
Oh,
the same
wow.
hotel room.
So my question is, what kind of money are these ladies making to stay in the same hotel room as an American president?
I think they were hired by John McCain and some others to do this, and then they reported it. So then that was in the dossier.
Wow,
that was part of it. But but how many times, Bill, have you read stories about people falling off cliffs when they're trying to take a selfie?
Oh yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yep.
Like people die.
Darwin Awards, right?
Oh my gosh. Today, I'm in traffic and this lady, she's all dolled up. She's super attractive. Okay. Mm-hmm. And she's sitting behind, she's driving behind me.
She's sitting behind me in my car.
And don't tell my wife.
No. Urinates on my car.
I knew you were going to go there. No. So she was this attractive woman. She was really dolled up for Monday morning. You could tell she's all painted up.
Yep.
She's in a nicer car. And I'm looking at her in my rearview mirror because she's like making these odd faces. I'm talking duck faces.
Oh, duck face.
From the top, looking at the phone, and just like other people can see you.
Yep.
Like I can see you right now. Yeah, and she's taking pictures, and then she'd look at her phone and say, "Okay, wow, I'll take another one." And she would make all these goofy looking faces. It's like other people can see you making these crazy faces.
Yep.
But I think we're gonna see that. I mean, it's great to see someone's like if you look at our feed for Remote No Pressure. There's a bunch of people who catch fish.
And the fish are making duck faces.
The ducks are actually making duck faces. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, is that whole thing over? Like, are we sick of looking at people who have a better life than us?
I think we're on the verge of that, revolution taking over of people dropping the social medias or the selfie generation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The self-promoting style, selfie taking, all about the hits, all about my friend count.
Right.
I think we're on I think it's just the dawn is right there.
You think so?
I think so.
What do you think is next?
Wow, that's a good
Slackers,
question.
But how can we be slackers on the podcast
Oh, yeah.
and still engage?
We could quit our jobs.
No, I can't.
Yeah, me neither.
I got to feed my family.
Yeah, I got a couple of cats.
But how can we be a slacker and still have that attitude? So any ideas?
Well, you just don't care about making that million. You know what I mean? Just
right.
enough to get by. Like think about Jay and Silent Bob back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They always had enough to buy whatever they were selling.
Right,
you know?
right.
They were making money still. They just didn't care about the authorities or what people were thinking of them.
Right. Speaking of making money,
yeah,
we as a company, Remote No Pressure, have decided to put a little gauntlet out there.
Yeah.
Would it be considered a gauntlet?
Gauntlets were something you ran when the natives would catch you. You remember?
Yeah. When we got shot with those paintballs, were you there that night?
No, that was not
degrees.
me. I was not in with that crowd. I was
ran.
a salesman of cheaper ammunition or cheaper airsoft guns to the interns at that time.
Oh my God. Running it was 0 degrees with no shirt on.
Yeah.
And you had to run the gauntlet and try not to get shot with a paintball gun.
Yeah. Your boss back in that day was pretty jacked up.
Our youth. That was our youth, Bill.
That was the youth?
No, that was my youth, my personal youth. But now I'm not a youth anymore.
Yeah.
39.
I miss the days. Oh, I'm almost there.
I know, buddy. You're almost there. We're the same birth year.
I'm a week away. I'm an old man. Well.
Yeah, you're almost 39.
Yeah.
Well, but even though we're 39, we still do things like truck camp.
Yep.
We just did. What was your favorite part of truck camp this year?
The coffee again. The waking up and the coffee and in that freezing cold morning when what did Phil say it got down to 22 degrees?
So here's what happened. This is what I thought was funny. But before we get into that, this part of the podcast is brought to you by our friends over at Sand Hill Coffee. And nothing keeps you warm on the campsite. Mm-hmm. See, it's like we're writing copy.
Yeah.
Nothing keeps you warm on the campsite like a nice warm cup of Joe.
Yeah.
And nobody's Joe is finer than Phil Wingo's.
Oh, I see
Phil Wingo, not Joe Wingo. Phil Wingo owns the company, Sand Hill Coffee. And what he's doing for our listeners, he's actually offering a discount, a 20% discount on your first order. If you type in outside 19 for 20% off your first order.
It's not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal. And we both, you and I both drink his coffee. We're not just, they pay us to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, our sponsors are generous to us.
Yeah.
But I would drink it even if he wasn't a sponsor.
Same here.
Because it's delicious. Mm-hmm. It is good for you. It's awesome.
I was gonna say there's no mold, but that's my go-to. There's no mold in the coffee. That's a big deal.
There's no mold in the coffee, and that is a very big deal. There's also no mold on all the gear that you purchase from our other sponsor, Deli Fresh Design.
That's right.
Ross White and his company builds high-quality fly fishing gear in the heart of Denver, Colorado, or Colorado, like my dad calls it. With
Colorado.
Colorado and Hawaii.
Huh.
Colorado, Hawaii.
Did you ever correct him?
No, he's my dad. He can say whatever he wants. No, but in the heart of Denver, Colorado, or Colorado, depending on where you're from, Deli Fresh Design makes high quality fly fishing gear in a very ethical and ethical and in an ethical way.
In an ethical way. No animals are harmed in the making of his gear.
Right.
Well, I can't say that. I don't actually know.
I don't think so. Except for that one fur coat, waiter coat. No, I'm just kidding. No, but and you may be saying, well, what is Deli Fresh Design? Go to delifreshdesign.com, type in RNP20, RNP, remote, no pressure, RNP20 at checkout, and you'll receive a 20% off your entire order.
That's a good deal, too.
It's very generous. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Phil. Now, back to trout camp.
Back to trout camp.
So we're at trout camp this year, and we're all there at camp.
Mm-hmm. Up on Holy Water.
Up on the Asable. And we're all set up. We go fishing.
Yep.
Okay. We fish for a while. Get back to camp. We're all sitting around. Where's Big Ty Shesky? Big Ty Shesky's the local weather guy from Fox 17. Okay. How tall do you think Big Ty Shesky is?
Oh, 6'5", 6'6"?
6'5", 6 big guy. That's why we call him Big Ty
That's
Shesky.
right.
Okay. Fox 17 here in Grand Rapids. And it's getting cold outside. It's getting very cold.
And we're all huddling close to the fire, and it's not a very warm fire.
No, it's not a warm fire because of these stupid fire pits the DNR put in.
Yep.
And it's like, oh my gosh, it doesn't put any heat out. It's getting cold.
Yep.
Where's
It's probably in the 30s by
At this point, it's in the 30s. This is like, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wasn't very long ago. We're like, where's Big Ty Shesky? So I get a text from him, hey, I'm almost there. He gets there and he's dressed pretty nice.
Yeah.
And he hangs around the fire for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so Ty, are you going to bunk in my tent or what's your plan, What did he say, Bill?
Got a hotel room.
Got a hotel room. I'm like, Ty, what are you talking about? And he booked it was only $60 for the night. And when the weatherman tells you he booked a hotel room,
You know it's going to be cold.
you need to pay attention to it. Yeah, so that's just my sage advice for people.
Yeah.
So then I was like, are you going to be for breakfast tomorrow? And what did he tell us, Bill?
I can't remember now. I'm trying to think back.
I get a free continental breakfast at the hotel.
That's right.
I'm like, you freaking baby.
He did show up, though.
I was surprised he showed
Yeah.
up. And we had a great time fishing together and stuff.
Yeah.
But whenever you have a weatherman come on the trip, you need to really pay attention because he knew.
Let him make the plans.
Because it got down to 22 degrees that night.
Yeah, it did.
It was cold.
Yeah, it was.
I think that was the coldest it ever was on trout camp.
Ever.
Oh
That was the
my
coldest I've ever camped out in. That was a cold night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the coldest you've ever camped?
Yep.
Well, no, we pushed it up a couple of weeks, the normal trout camp, because we wanted a little warmer weather.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't
Michigan.
there. I know. I think everyone's got some crazy camp stories.
Yeah. Yeah. We should have some people write in and give us their best trout camp stories.
Okay. So
Or best opening trout season stories.
Okay. So this is the official cook-off.
Cook-off.
No, kickoff.
Cook-off.
Cook-off. When are they
Wh-
making
what's
briskets out back?
Hey.
Briskets.
That's our
beans,
second one.
Beans. Anyways.
After the official cook-off,
we're
all going to kick off. No, but if you have an awesome trout camp story or opening day story, write in.
Yeah. So if you're a writer, if you're an aspiring writer,
Or even if you just got a great story.
a great short story,
Yeah.
we don't want a novel. I've never done a writing contest. Have you ever hosted a writing contest
No.
before? This is official. Our writing contest. You will receive a prize that's really good.
Yep.
We got to figure that one out.
Yep.
You have to have your story submitted by when, Bill?
That's a good question.
July 31st.
You want to set that one? Is that the official? That's the official date.
That's the official date.
July 31st.
I'm gonna drop it right now.
So let it be written.
Let it be written that the best story sent to us by July 31st will receive an awesome prize from us.
That's right.
And it's not going to be a dinky sticker. We'll give you a sticker.
Ooh.
But it's going to be a significant prize. Significant.
And why don't we have them call in too? Why don't we have them tell their story?
Where do they call, Bill?
We'll contact you.
Okay.
We'll contact you.
Okay.
Or we'll call you. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Don't call us. We'll call you, pregnant pause. See that?
You're getting good.
I'm getting good. No, but what we're going to do is from now until July 31st.
That's darn near 2 months.
That's darn near 2
You know
months.
how many stories we can get then? We can get thousands.
And most of these jokers probably already have some awesome stories written up.
Yep.
Okay. So if you have an awesome story, what we're going to do is we're going to pick, say, the top three.
Yeah.
Top three. And then the top prize is going to win awesome gift
Yep.
prize. Second is going to get a cool prize. And the third one's going to get a set. Well, first one's going to get an awesome prize. Second is going to get a set of steak knives. And the third person gets, you fired. No, it's not Glengarry Glen Ross. And no, none of that is true. You will not for sure get a set of steak knives. So
Now we kind of have to.
now the legal's going to get involved. Okay, here's the deal. First prize is going to get something cool. Second prize is going to get something cool, and third prize is going to get something marginally cool.
Yeah, less and less the farther down we go.
Yeah. Fourth prize. Look, you got to do better.
You did a good job.
You did a good job. We appreciate it. But we'll have you, all the top 3 guys, they'll come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Tell us about their story.
Let's put them on the blog, too.
We're going to put them on the blog at aronopressure.com. Yep. Okay, so this is what we're going to do.
Okay. From the top.
From now to July 31st, we want your short story, camp story, any kind of outdoor fly fishing related story. Top 3 will get a prize.
Yeah, I'm liking this. The
top 3 and maybe more will come on the podcast.
Yeah.
You will share your story. You will share the story behind the story. And we'll put you on the blog and get you published.
Let's do that.
I'm pretty excited about this, Bill.
I am too. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, so
We're
cool.
going to get some good stories.
So my email is jefft@remotenopressure.com. Or you could hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook. And also, we're also available on YouTube now. Tell us about that, Bill.
We have published every episode of RNP, of Remote No Pressure, on the YouTube. And it is just
YouTube.
The YouTube. There's only one
sky.
YouTube in the sky. And it's just audio only. Mm-hmm. But if you want to take a listen while you're driving, or if you like, sometimes I'll just set YouTube on in the background at my house too, and listen to some camping stories or whatever. So, or it's a good way for you to share the podcast with a friend too.
Right. So, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe.
Yeah.
And it may or may not have different content other than just our fly fishing podcast.
That's true.
Soon.
We might be putting up little videos of like whatever. I'm just gonna say it. Jackassery we might do.
Jackass. Yeah, so go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Right now we have our episodes, all the episodes of RMP that's ever been published. They're on there now, and we're working on some more content.
That's right.
As we go, but you're not going to see it unless you subscribe.
That's right.
Subscribe.
You're not going to find that on the old podcast app.
No, you're not.
Or the iHeart.
This is exclusive to our YouTube channel.
That's right.
So be sure to do that. So, just to recap.
We covered a lot of ground here.
We did cover a lot of ground. And I wanted to tell this story before we go. Because there was a woman, I got this, and I put it up on our Facebook page. Woman hit boyfriend with kitchen pot for fishing too much.
She was not the woman for him.
She was a Floridian. Look at those eyes.
Oh, yep. One's kind of
eyes.
looking that way. One's over here.
I mean, it's a face only a mother could love. A Florida woman is charged with domestic battery after deputies say she struck her baby's daddy. It says father, but the baby's daddy comes out better.
You have to say that way.
Yeah, in the
native
head.
Floridian.
A native Floridian woman charged with domestic battery after deputies say she struck her baby's daddy in the head with a kitchen pot. Katie Lou Goatlick. Katie Lou Goatlick. I don't think it's pronounced that way.
Goatlich?
Of Wesley Chapel was arrested Wednesday after investigators say she got into an argument with the father of her 7-month-old baby over the father's spending too much time fishing instead of helping raise their child. The father, also identified as the suspect's boyfriend, told Pasco County deputies he and Goatlick began to argue at their residence after he had spent the past, it's in quotes, the past couple of days fishing. During the argument, the father said as he was walking in the backyard, Goatlick threw a kitchen pot at him when he was not looking, striking him in the head. Goatlick denies throwing a pot, and deputies said that they did not see any bruising on the father, but they did find a pot in the backyard where the father said the incident occurred. The 7-month-old baby was not at the residence at the time, according to Pasco Sheriff Incident. Rumors have it the 7-month-old baby was out fishing. No, the last part is not true. Last part's not true. So can you imagine?
So what's your takeaway from that? What's the moral of the story?
What is our takeaway here at the podcast for today? Number one, like she looks like abusers abuse.
Yeah.
Abusers abuse.
We're turning the table.
And if you look at her
Us
eyes.
too movement.
If you look at her eyes, I think she was hitting the head with.
I was thinking the same thing.
I can't say that. That's awful.
I think you also want to avoid women by the name of Goat Lick.
If you come across a woman named Goat Lick in the name, or a man for
With
that
seductive
matter,
eye.
with a slightly sleepy eye, do not get involved. Your fly fishing will go down. Your ability to go fly fishing will go down. She doesn't look happy. So that's on our Facebook page. Be sure to check that out. And so here, let's recap. First of all, never consider a person named Goat Lick in a romantic relationship.
Number one.
Number two, we're having a writing contest starting today, Sunday, all the way to July 31st. We're going to have first, second, and third place prizes. Now, if you make first, second, or third place, what happens is you will be published on our blog.
Mm-hmm.
You will come on our show.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
Prize.
And a prize.
A prize.
You will receive a prize first, second, third. And as we go on, I think I know what the prize is going to be.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say it out loud.
Don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
But I want to get this party going. I want these
goat lick out.
I don't want to let the goat lick out, No, but I want to get this party started. I want people to start thinking about it,
Create the community.
We're going to get the buzz going.
That's right. And number three, YouTube.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And who knows, we may have something really fishy coming up on the YouTube channel here.
And to finish your question from the beginning of the podcast, it was a bluegill.
A bluegill. You caught? Did we never get back to
that? We
that?
never finished that story. So.
Oh my God, Bill, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. It was funny because we just went on our little rabbit trails. I caught a bluegill on the kayak. That was all there is.
On your 3-weight.
On my 3-weight. That's right.
Did you love it?
It was fun. It was a good time.
God, Bill, I'm such a jerk.
Never let me talk.
Do I not?
Just sit over here in the corner.
Do I not?
One of these days, I'm gonna
drop
break.
the mic.
I'm gonna break.
Boom! Screw you! No one loves me. No one loves me. No, I hope not. I just appreciate you, Bill.
I know. I always gotta give you a hard time.
All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and until next time, go fishing.